Welcome to our channel. No. One Iga Swiatek rolls past Anastasia Pavlyuchekova to reach fourth round of U.S. Open, wouldn't let last year's spiral repeat. Instead, she's back on track. Back on track as a late tournament staple, which she had become accustomed to as she won 5 Grand Slam titles. Back on track to defending her status as the No. 1 women's player in the world. Back on track to upholding her own standards. Poland's Swiatek toppled Russia's Anastasia Pavlyuchekova No. 27 in the world in straight sets, 6-4, 6-2, in the third round of the U.S. Open Saturday night at Arthur Ashe Stadium, and it only took to do it. Still just 23 years old despite her already illustrious resume, has been on the wrong end of some of the sport's biggest upsets recently, and away from the French Open, where she's won 4 of her 5 Grand Slams, including 3 straight, and 4 of the tournament's last 5 editions, she has largely not yet found the same success. Earlier this month, Swiatek disappointingly only won bronze at the Paris Olympics. Before that, she was stunningly upset by unseeded Yulia Putintseva in the third round at Wimbledon in July. It was eerily similar to last year, when Swiatek lost to unseeded Elise Cornet, also in the third round of Wimbledon. Then the following month last year, Swiatek was eliminated from the 2023 U.S. Open a year after winning the tournament in 2022 by No. 20 Jelena Ostapenko. So, Saturday's match presented a nearly identical situation as the one Swiatek found herself in last year, facing a top 30 opponent the opening weekend of the U.S. Open after an embarrassing result at Wimbledon. This time, however, Swiatek bounced back. She will next face No. 16 Lyudmila Samsonova in the fourth round. Swiatek improved to 2-0 against the 33-year-old Pavlyuchekova. In addition to Saturday's win, Swiatek beat Pavlyuchekova in the round of 64 of the 2023 Italian Open. Swiatek broke Pavlyuchekova to start the match and quickly jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the first set. Pavlyuchekova pulled within 4-5, but Swiatek subsequently held serve in the 10th game and secured the opening set. Pavlyuchekova had a chance to capture momentum in the second set but squandered it. After winning the opening game, she was up 30-15 in the second game as Swiatek appeared to be briefly tiring, but came back to win the game, and then broke Pavlyuchekova in the third game after forcing Pavlyuchekova into an error amid a highlight reel rally at the net between the two to open the game to go up 2-1. Swiatek didn't look back and cruised the rest of the way. Swiatek lost her place as World No. 1 as a result after 75 weeks on top of the sport following last year's U.S. Open loss. She has since regained that stature, and the woman who briefly usurped her No. 2, Aryna Sabalenka, still looms on the other side of the bracket. Owns an 8-4 record against Sabalenka, including her win in the 2022 U.S. Open semifinals. Ahead of this year's U.S. Open, Swiatek spoke openly about letting pressure affect her performance. It's an area she said she has worked on, and she claimed she feels free of previous baggage that kept her from performing at her best. Thanks you for watching. Stay connected with us for more videos.